Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your June 2025 quick read. Let's get into it. I'm changing things up. I'm going to only pull about 3 general cards. It's just easier. So let's get into it. What does Sagittarius need to know about their June 2025? Sun, Moon, and Rising. What does the zodiac sign Sagittarius need to know about June 2025? Spirit, make it abundantly clear. 2 of Swords. 2 more. What will Sagittarius experience in June 2025? 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, excuse me. Ooh. And the Star in reverse. Ooh. Aquarius energy. Okay. Bear with me. Let me look these over, Sagittarius. Alright, Sag. So there is some disconnect going on for you in the month of June. Honestly, you may have came into the month of June with this disconnect. So for example, with this two of Swords in reverse, there is some indecision, there's some confusion, but the main word that I'm feeling from this card is stalemate. We're stuck in our indecision. We cannot seem to make a move. For some of you, this is with a particular person or situation, like you've been trying to, but for whatever reason you guys can't get on the same page, and so now you're just you're stuck. For others of you, this is personal, where you kind of feel stuck in life, or maybe you feel like you're stuck on a decision, and all of the avenues you've tried, despite working extra hard, has not really panned out. Okay, and I think that's what overall is what's making you feel stuck in the month of June as well, is that you're kind of doing it all yourself, Sagittarius. Things are picking up a little bit. It's becoming a little stressful. So for example, if you are, let's say, a important part of your family, you may feel like everyone's always leaning on you. No one really, delegates the work, or you may not even ask to delegate the work. You don't mind doing it, but it's still heavy. You know what I mean? So there's this stress, or like I said, this stalemate with this other person. It's like, okay, in the event of you guys being in a stalemate and there being some confusion, that kind of automatically puts it all on you, for you to bear and for you to figure out. So maybe sometime during the month you end up releasing. We'll see what the rest of your cards say, but especially if it's starting to cause you despair, especially if it's starting to slow you down and make you a little bit like, I don't even know why I'm doing this. But yeah, there's definitely some disconnect. For somebody very specific, I feel like there's a disconnect between what you need to do and what you want to do. So for example, something that I'm picking up is like, okay, you may have to go to work, right? But what you want to do is, I don't know, maybe lay in bed all day, or maybe you're just not used to your schedule. Like there's something going on where it almost feels like your body and your head are not on the same page. Again, maybe it's because of the stress, maybe it's because of the burden, maybe it's because of this other person who's making everything difficult. Whatever it is, something's just not working for you anymore. Do I think it's going to be a terrible month? No, but I do think you're going to find yourself swimming a little bit. And I feel the need to pull at least one more card. So let's see. What does Sagittarius need to know about June 2025 spirit? Yeah, okay. And then there may be some type of, I guess I don't want to say reconciliation, but there's something from the past might come back up. That's a little bit of joy for you, Sagittarius. Someone comes back, makes an appearance. Okay. But for like I said, for somebody specific, that kind of goes with what I just was saying, that you may just really miss how things were before. An old relationship, 6 months ago, like you realizing that, like, okay, all this extra stress and burden that I'm taking on, I wish I can just go back to here. Okay, maybe you'll get a chance to. Maybe something in your life will trigger those old feelings, right? Because for some of you may hate, quote unquote, hate the moment that you're in with some situation, work or passions or whatever. But this person or this, I don't know, situation brings back fond memories of a time from before. So you're kind of able to bear it a little more than you would be if that thing or that person wasn't around. Okay. Her fedora sticks out to me, so maybe you are wearing one right now, or you have a favorite fedora, a favorite hat, maybe in that color. Okay, so I'm gonna put that to the side because we don't need that, okay? And we are gonna get into your career and finances. What does Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising need to know about their career and finances? Spirit, make it abundantly clear. What does Sagittarius need to know about their career and finances in June 2025? Thank you. First card out, Turtle. Money coming slowly, steady progress. Careers, you could be moving for work. It says in good time and long term. Gift. Giving and receiving, sudden windfall, generosity, financial support, work, surprise, vacation. Financial commitments, long-term investment. Careers could be partnership, work together, fulfilling career. And then this one tried to pop out, so we're going to put that up there. Now we saying long-term investments is bad investment, financial challenges, savings. You can work in the office, you can work the night shift, and you can have a job that's coming to an end. I don't really feel that for a lot of you, but we'll get back to that. So for a lot of you, money is coming in, okay? Okay, for some of you, it's a very subset group, like a very specific group of people where money was kind of slow before. Maybe it still is slow in the month of June, but it's still coming in. It's just not coming in either at the pace or at the frequency that you would like. So, for example, if you work a job, maybe you're not getting as many hours as you'd like, or you are getting the hours, but the pay is just still not cutting it. I don't know. There's something about that going on. But if you're worried about paying off a bill, or if you're worrying about just having income, period, you have that. So that's the good news for anybody who may have been unemployed for a while or may have been struggling for a while. Like, you do have money coming in. I would even see with this gift, I wouldn't be surprised if someone gave you some money, or I don't know, in some way gave you a level of generosity this month that pushed you over the edge. So, like, for example, let's say you were trying to pay down a debt. You were hitting the marks regardless, but let's say you need another $500, like you almost there, and somebody just goes ahead and give you the $500. See what I'm saying? Like, there may be some sort of break that you get, not for any particular reason aside from just caring for you. For some of you, it could be that you take a vacation so that you can get away from all of the working and blah 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 that you're trying to do. Okay, but it feels like whatever you're working towards right now, Sagittarius, financially, it's the long game. You don't feel like you can rush it. This 10 of Wands, for some of you, you may not even want to rush it. You just want to share the burden. And I'm going to be honest with you, it ain't going to happen this month. Especially if you're dealing with a difficult person, or especially if it's a situation where it's all on you. Like, you're the only person responsible for you, or you're the only person responsible for the situation. There's really nothing that's going to change. At least not this month. Slow and steady, but not this month, okay? For some of you, this may be tied to a commitment that you previously made, a relationship that you previously made. So, again, maybe with this stalemate, you guys finally come to an agreement, or I don't know, you figure out something that works for you all. It ends up being a slow process, but eventually you guys come together and you say, you know what, I'm not going to make this a big deal. I think someone's also struggling with a bad investment. So maybe you guys are fighting back and forth about the long term of your situation, and just keep this pretty broad, Sagittarius. For some of you, I'm talking to a married couple or previously married couple, or like a very committed couple. For others of you, I'm talking to someone who maybe is dealing with a partner or a family member, where you guys are trying to figure out how to go about a financial situation, and you or them are thinking about the long-term effects, but for whatever reason, one of you is not thinking that way. And so you're trying to convince the other one, like, hey, if you do it this way, this is going to happen. Like, that sort of thing. So there's some weird things going on there in terms of what the future looks like, say, within the next few or couple of years. Okay. There's a little bit of challenging. I think where this financial challenges is coming from is from whomever else you're involved with, whether it be your job, another person, a partner. That's where the difficulty is coming in. But you sort it out. I will say the best advice is just take your time, day by day, even though it's uncomfortable and maybe you're tired, or maybe you just feel like, why am I doing all of this? It'll make sense soon. Okay? So, clarity. 3 cards for my Sagittariuses in their love and relationships. What do they need to know about June 2025 in their love and relationships? Secret crush, admirer, attraction, suitor, butterflies. What will zodiac sign Sagittarius experience in their love and relationships in June 2025? Spirit, make the message abundantly clear for me and for them. Finances, money problems, work, material things, success. Clarity, clarity, clarity from how Sagittarius is in their relationships in the month of June. Magnetic attraction. I knew it. Alluring, lust, irresistible, and flirting. So for some of you, especially if you have a new job or if you're like newly single, you are flirting with a new person. Someone has a crush on you. That's more so what I'm feeling, but you may have a crush on someone else. And let me mention too, with this star card, I don't know if this person is an Aquarius or not, but I think for some of you, you recently have stop dealing with someone. So like I said, you may be newly single or freshly off the market, freshly on the market, and this may be the person that still has that crush on you, but you may be more focused on your finances. For some of you, you meet this person at work. It's a little complicated and weird because you're like, hey, we need to be focusing on this money. Okay, like I'm not trying to date you, I'm trying to get this done, but you may have a new boo that comes out of nowhere when it comes to work, but you may try to avoid them, they may try to avoid you, but it just keeps coming back to each other. For others of you, it may not be work related at all. Like this may be someone that you just keep coming back to for some reason. So this month it may come out, they may tell you how they feel about you, you may tell them how you feeling about them. There's some flirting, there's some maybe some cyber stalking. Like there's an increase of communication going on there, so that's interesting. For others of you, because this money problems keeps coming into play and you see how that keeps popping up, I feel like somehow, some way, your relationships are affecting your romantic and maybe even familial relationship. Maybe people owe each other money and that's causing an issue. Maybe you're just so focused on work and trying to get things done. For somebody specifically, I'm hearing that you are only focused on money, so you don't really have any interest in anything else in terms of like, sitting around talking on the phone, caking all day. You like, baby, I'm trying to buy things. This is cute, but it doesn't pay the bills. Okay, because I'm sensing for some of you, especially if you're recently single, you really aren't trying to think about anything else but getting your finances in order. Okay, because I think for some of you, like you may be considering the end of a relationship too, which I find interesting. I don't really see anything for the people who are in a relationship. So if you are in a relationship and if any of this resonates, let me know in the comments. If it doesn't, that's fine. But I feel like you may be considering ending the relationship, or maybe somehow the finances are stressing out your relationship. But let's see. Let me know in the comments. I hope you have a fantastic June. Let me know about it. Bye.